This is absolutely ridiculous.
And you about to be given a country. Shut up talking to me. Shut up. You fight me at this little bitty job. When I'm about to be a corporation myself. They not like us. 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 I had to have that moment.
But let's talk about it here on All Things Theology. Cue my theme music.
All things theology, all things theology. We chop it up properly without an apology. Gotta get that theology to God, hallowed be, cause this is how we do it at All Things Theology.
Yo, grace and peace. Welcome back to another episode of All Things Theology, where this is your host, K-Dub, and today we have to talk about John Hannah Banana. This is gonna be... Come on, man.
Don't play me like I'm a cheeseburger, cause I'm a Big Mac. 2 all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions. And I ain't just no regular bun either. Sesame seed bun.
Anytime I've heard John Hannah preach a sermon, whatever he starts with, the text never actually is saying. And you know it's going to just be all about you. I mean, he can say Jesus walking on water. You're going to be drinking the Dasani water. That's going to make you millions of dollars. That's like a John Hannah application. Like that's not even far-fetched. It's possible he could say something like that in the future. I want my credit, John. Anyways, let's get into this sermon.
I need you to make sure you sitting around somebody that believe God got something better for us. Wait. Now make sure you sit next to another dreamer.
So if you may be wondering, what's the text he's talking about? Are you a dreamer? Am I the only one? I don't know. He is actually talking about Joseph's dream. And so this whole sermon is about accomplishing your dreams.
You got to stop doing that. You got to stop doing that.
I'm not even saying it's wrong to have dreams, aspirations about bettering your life. That's not the problem. The problem is when you take Joseph's dreams to say it's about achieving and accomplishing your dreams, when actually God gave Joseph a dream to preserve a nation. And there's a whole typology of Christ even there about how Christ was betrayed by his brothers like Joseph. There's so much Christological connection you can draw from that, where this actually is very silly and minuscule. But let's keep going with this dreamer sermon.
Problem with Joseph is that Joseph told his dream to brothers who were not dreamers.
So Joseph's real big problem is he told his dream to someone who was not a dreamer. And you know people who aren't dreamers will try to kill your vision. This is silly.
The Bible said when he told his dream to his brothers, the Bible said, and they hated him. Then he had another dream, crazy, and ran back to his brothers and told them the second dream. And then the Bible said, and they hated him the more. Make sure you're not sitting next to a hater, but a celebrator. Make sure you sit next.
If you actually go read Genesis 37, it actually tells why they hated him. And it was because their father loved him more than any of them. I mean, the dream is only, I guess, culmination of that, just tops on top of the actual real issue for them. That's why they wanted to kill him. I mean, yeah, they wanted to kill him, but God actually restrained their evil, as the Bible says. But he's going to get into context and he's going to talk about the Bible.
Can we talk for a minute? The Bible says.
Somebody who want to see you live better, do better, be better. Those of you out there believe that God got better for you and this is a year of manifestation. I didn't say it, he did. I didn't say it, he did. I didn't say it, he did. Don't praise me, but release a praise to him right here. Go.
So this is just the year of manifestation. I mean, they say that every year. Y'all don't get tired of just getting told every year you're going to be the best, everything's going to best, good, better, best. Everything's all going to be better and good for you this year. You don't get tired of hearing that because look, I'm going to say for a majority of people, they don't come true, right? If you're not the top, generally generally change happens incrementally and I that's good, right? But anyways, and look, sometimes there's setbacks in life too, right? But let's hear what this sermon is about as well.
So then they strip him of the coat. Then they throw him in a pit. And the pit should have killed him. The fall alone should have killed him. But what should have killed you only strengthened you. Do you understand why people don't like you now? It's kind of self-explanatory. I wouldn't like you. You should tell them, I wouldn't like me either. Then they throw him in the pit, and God doesn't allow the pit to kill him. And for many of you all, it was sent to kill you, but you survived it. And I want you to know you're sitting next to some survivors. So then, since I can't kill you, then let me devalue you. So then they pull him out of the pit, and then they sell him for 20 pieces of silver when you know your worth is more than that.
Is the point of Joseph's dream is about self-worth, as if he would have got sold for a right price, Joseph would have been cool with it? No, the point was they sold this man. It was unjust what they did. It's not about selling you for the right price, right? You depreciated my worth and my value. That's not what this sermon's about. But again, whatever the text is about, John Hannah has consistently shown and demonstrated he does not care. Seriously.
You got people that have done everything to try to break you down. You have been their target. And for some of y'all, the revelation is the devil does not discriminate. He'll use your mama, your daddy, your sisters, and your brothers to try to stop you from being who God created you to be. You knew you were different the moment you popped out the womb. You didn't cry like them. You didn't Come on. And so then they sell him. Do you understand what's just happening? You've been stripped. You've been thrown.
But notice how he's importing us into that passage. Has he demonstrated this passage is actually about us? Again, it is a historical descriptive passage, right? It's describing what happens. But none of the apostles, prophets go on link to talk about Joseph being a type of our self-esteem or how great we are and how we need to accept that we're so valued, right? This is just, you guys know the a cappella song I like. Me, 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 me. That's all it is.
And you've been sold. You should be done. But what you don't know, in order for me to come up here, I have to go through some things down here. This is basically my launch. I got to go down before I can go up.
And one thing you can say, again, it's never about Jesus Christ, his glory. And I'm not talking about in passing. You see someone, how they glorify Jesus by how the sermon actually speaks about Jesus, because it's all about us. You go up, you're going to get elevated, right? All this.
And this is why Jesus told Judass, hurry up and do what you got to do so I can go where I know I'm going. And I need you to hear me. And then they sell him into Potiphar's house. Now, what do you think his self-esteem is at this point? How do you think he feels about himself, that your brothers don't like you? You were thrown, they tried to kill you. Then they sold you for 20 pieces of silver. Then you come into a stranger's house. But isn't it amazing how the strangers can see what your own family can't see? We out here now. We out here now. How can I meet somebody for the first time and you see the hand of God on my life, but my BFF and my family can't?
This, again, the point of the passage is not about Potiphar, seeing your self-worth and your family not. There's actually a strong argument that actually the family covenantal line was actually in threat. Right? Where God had promised, right, to Abraham, he would make his nation a multitude, right? As many as the stars in heaven. And here you have even infighting in his own family, right? And so it would seem that there's this, this brotherly, right, seeking to destroy that already, right? Just right after promise. And God even preserves and is faithful in the midst of these trials, right? Him going through imprisonment, even in another nation. I mean, there's so much to make out of this, but John Hannah is not going to touch any of that. Nothing is going to get touched. But again, this is what I say, the favorite acapella track, me, you, all about you right here.
And I might be able to take a lot from somebody I don't know. But the hardest thing is to take the abuse from somebody who's supposed to love you. Come on, we out here now. It's all in his plan. It is all in his plan. I had to let your brothers treat you that way because their house wasn't big enough to birth your destiny. They zip code can't hold you.
So the reason why God had Joseph go to this, because he wasn't living in a big enough house. He wasn't living in a big enough area, and that had to get birthed out. So God actually brought the haters to bring you to some other place, i.e. Potiphar's house. You see how ridiculous this is? Like, who would actually get this reading through that passage of Genesis 37?
And I get you to Potiphar's house, and I make Potiphar look at you and see that something good is on you. So you went from here to here. You went from here, but the only way that I can get up here is that I had to be rejected down here. The only way that I can get up here is I had to be abused down here. The only way that I can get up here, I had to be talked about down here. So can I tell you something? I need you to take a minute and thank God, everybody down there. I would have never made it up here had you not did what you did. So I want to thank God that God allowed you to not handle me right. I want to thank God that you quit me. I want to thank God that you rejected me. I want to thank God that you didn't marry me. I want to thank God that you didn't sow into me. I need you to give God a praise for everybody that didn't handle you right here. Go.
Sometimes you just hear something, you're just so disappointed because it's so stinking bad. Like, my goodness. Well, we got a little more to talk about. Let's hear about Potiphar's wife. You think he's going to be some ridiculous stuff about? Listen to this one. John Hannah, you know he's going to do it.
So I need you not to be comfortable. And the only way that you will leave here is that you got to be, how can I put it? You got to be rejected again. How about that? Because you are so loyal. You're loyal to a fault. I don't want to make Potiphar feel bad. I know God got something better for me, but I can't tell Potiphar. And then watch me. So God will cause a little heat to come into your present situation. Please pay attention to this. So Sister Potiphar went to Victoria's Secrets and got some of that. That's what she want to do, but he's not going to let her do it. Look at me. Got her one of them push-up bras. Got her some of that lotion that smelled like peaches and cream. Came out.
I know he wearing that.
What'd you say now, Chuck?
Reacting to their nastiness. You nasty.
Where does he get all this? Right? I mean, just inserting all this into the passage.
They're trying to tempt him, wanting to sleep with him. I need your attention. I need your attention. The enemy will try to put somebody in your path. They really don't want you. They want the favor that's on your life. And the devil want to see if you're willing to give up your favor for a moment of satisfaction. Come on here, cause look. And he rejects her. He rejects her. So after he rejects her, come on, see, you up here. She lying down here. Cause you up here. You gotta be careful that, watch me, this causes lies. This make people lie on you because they can't understand how you got up here. You had to sleep with somebody. No, that's your testimony, ain't none of mine. You kissing somebody. I ain't kissing nobody behind. Favor ain't fair. Those of you that know that God's been good to you, you didn't even pray for it, but it came in your direction.
Where are we in the passage? Can somebody tell me? Like, seriously, where are we in the passage? Come on, man.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
My goodness, this is bad. But watch this one. Watch this, y'all. Buckle up.
Do what you do. Ooh, wee. I need your attention. When you come up here, he even changes your appearance. I need your attention. See, there's a look that goes with poverty. There's a look that goes with rejection. There's a look that goes with abuse. There's a look that goes with drugs. But when you get up here, you can't look like what he brought you out of. Because you can't look like you on the street when you live in the palace. So what did he do? So Pharaoh said to Joseph, I hereby put you in charge. I hereby put you in charge of the whole land of Egypt. You are about to run something, the whole land. And your brothers were jealous over a field. And you about to be given a country. Shut up talking to me. Shut up. You fight me at this little bitty job. When I'm about to be a corporation myself. They not like us. 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 I had to have that moment.
No. Sir, that is not what the pastor's about. He playing the Kendrick right now. Everybody's heard that song, right? This is madness. This is madness. This sermon has nothing to do with, oh, they're not like us. They not like us. Sir. This is crazy that a pastor is actually making this biblical application, right? My goodness, this is so sad. Help these people. But remember, he's kind of going on this thing about, you get in the palace and you got to dress like the palace, right? You got to be of the palace. God takes you out of poverty. You get rid of those old clothes. Well, he's going to extend more on that point there. Watch this.
Why are you flashy? I'm not flashy. I'm showing how blessed I am. I haven't always been here. So don't try to kill my excitement, because I shouldn't even have what I... Those of you that are not going to apologize for how blessed you are, y'all ain't got to say nothing to me.
So notice, don't apologize how blessed you are, aka how flashy you dress. Don't apologize for that. God brought me here, Again, something about being modest in the scriptures. No. We ain't honest. We showing off our blessings. This is ridiculous.
Got to get out of here. I'm not going to explain my praise. I'm not going to tell you why I lay on the floor. I'm not going to tell you why I pray in tongues. I'm not going to tell you why I run. I'm not going to even tell you why I dance, because you don't know what I went through.
Yeah, we know he always laying on that floor, right? But notice, he ain't going to tell you any of why he does what he does. So if somebody asks, hey, man, why you laying on the floor? Don't worry about it. You need to be able to explain why you do what you do. Oh, man. Let's see. Oh, listen to this. Or, matter of fact, watch this.
Not done with me yet. Check your posture. Check your posture. You can't be up here like you live down there. You can't even sit the way you used to sit. You better sit like you running something up here. Check your posture.
Yes, queen, slay.
Somebody get John Hannah. Somebody help him. Please. We're going to move past. I'm going to let y'all debate that one. All right, watch this one.
And when the famine had spread over the whole country, Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold grain to the Egyptians, and the famine was severe throughout Egypt. I hope you have your passport. I hope you have your passport. I hope you have your passport.
So Genesis 41 is about traveling to another country. You're going to travel to another country, so get your passport ready. It's ridiculous.
The world is going to be looking for you. For those of y'all that don't believe me, can we back it up with scripture? In verse 57, and all the world came to Egypt to buy grain from who?
That actually disproves his point. They came to him. He wasn't going out traveling. So he actually isn't reading his eisegesis even right.
From Joseph, because the famine was severe everywhere. There's about to be a demand on what you have. There's about to be a demand put on what you have. And I need you to be ready to move some things. Ready? Then I need you to be stretched. You got to be careful, because many of you all, you've become comfortable when he wants to stretch you. And when I say stretch you, I like the way Pastor Glenn said it. Like, he said, like, this is the stock market, the stock exchange. If you look at the screen, in verses 16 and 17, he says, after they ran out of money, he says, oh no, I still got some more inventory, but what do you have to give me? Look at me. Nothing's free but salvation. I need to hold my head up when I say that. Give me. Who is, I'm sorry, I don't know, give me. He says, bring your livestock. I will sell you food in exchange for your livestock, since your money is gone. So they brought their livestock to Joseph, and he gave them food in exchange for, pay attention, this man got to go build a place to put some horses. Then he got to build a barn to get some sheep and some goats. Then he got some cattle and some donkeys, which means that your inventory is about to increase. It goes further, because now you're about to become a real estate guru. You're about to have multiple pieces of property. Prepare to be sick of me.
Too late. No. Too late, sir. So this passage about inventory and real estate, really? My goodness, these guys will read themselves into any passage. Well, I hope you've got your bread nice and your oven nice and ready for the bakery, right? Speaking of inventory, we got to get the bakery ready. So
what have I been trying to teach y'all to say? I will be 100% debt free. I don't play with that thing, because I prayed that prayer and he did it for me. And the same God is able to do it for you. For somebody, this will be your year that he will bring you 100% out of debt. I need you to.
They didn't say that last year. I know he said that last year. So this is gonna be the really, guys. Really, this is gonna be the year you 100% out of debt. Watch this big thumb. Y'all see that? Somebody's shadow. Oh, squish John Hannah with that thumb.
To do it for you. For somebody, this will be your year that he will bring you 100% out of debt. I need you to open your mouth and declare it. This will be my year of manifestation, even in my finances. So I'm a tither. We tithe. Some of y'all don't tithe. You need to. Search the scriptures. Get a clear understanding of what tithing is.
Yeah, do it. Do that.
Not only do we do tithes, we do offering.
Now, I do agree with that. Search the scriptures, and you will find how badly John Hannah has been abusing them for so long. But notice, he don't just do tithing. So you got to give your 10%. You got to give offering on top of that. So you get doubly manipulated.
There are 2 seeds I'm going to release in the building. And this is my seed for my next. It's either $25 seed or $50 seed.
So notice why you're sowing for your next. Oh, come on, let's already get it.
I got bread in my pocket. Bread in my pocket. I got bread in my pocket. I got bread in my pocket. I got bread in my pocket.
Y'all members, more money. Y'all members, more money. More members, more money.
Because more members, more money, more millions.
Out of those two, which can you give?
Oh, just two options.
He said, I'll put a seed in your hand. You plant it. Bring back to Pharaoh that part, but then keep the rest to take care of your business. I'm telling you that when you plant, God will make sure that he give you enough to take care of you and your business.
So notice the whole point about Joseph's dream is about God taking care of your business. Look, if you don't have no business mind, your business is going to fail. I don't even care how much money you are making.
Some of y'all, you got to hear me clearly. We can do all this preaching, but if you never release anything, then don't expect it.
Notice, in order for his preaching to work, to manifest, you have to release it. And what's the release? It's the seed. It's your offering and the tithe. Not just the tithe and offering. Or yeah, it's both. Not one or the other.
Because whatsoever a man, that shall he also. You can't even catch your next breath until you release the one you got.
Look, I'm just going to breathe, bro. What that got to do with tithing? This is just ridiculous. They will use any analogy. No matter if it makes any sense at all. Look, this is why you got to avoid John Hannah like the plague. He is a mess. I'm sure this will not be the last time we talk about John Hannah in 2025. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till the next time, grace and peace. Oh, grace and peace. Thank you for watching another episode of All Things Theology. If you enjoyed what you heard today, go on and give me a like. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. I promise to give you weekly lives, videos, interactions, exposing false teachers, sharing with you, the viewer, my theological beliefs, things about the culture, and the Bible. So if you're here for that, come on and join us. Also, if you would like to support this channel financially, you can do so by becoming a Patreon member or a YouTube member. Links are in the description below. You can see content before it drops. You can also have Q&A sessions with also other Patreon members, YouTube members as well. So if you would like that, hit the description link in below.